Michael. And then the officers of Ferguson took Michael into the street and gathered upon him the entire neighborhood. And Michael raised his palms, the whitest flags he could offer. And when they orchestrated him an eulogy of lead and planted it upon his head and chest and arm and one in his right hand, and they did not bow before him, for he is not king nor savior, but just another black body that will not be avenged. And they mocked his king and said, Darren Wilson will not be indicted. The same way George Zimmerman will not be convicted. The same way Eric Gardner will not become Lazarus. And when they come to a place called Ferguson or Sanford or New York, which is to say a place called mourning, and they crucified him and parted his black from his bone. And in the 6th hour there was darkness. All the black in the city had gathered. And in the 9th hour they wept. And Michael Sr. took the body and wrapped it in a suit, casket sharp. And on the 107th day there was fire. For Michael had yet to rise from the dead, for he was truly the son of black America. And I said I would never write the black poem about how death calls us the way parents call children for supper. How the man on the subway said my appearance could kill me. I knew he meant this skin I wore like Prada. This skin a bullet could make a mate out of. And I told myself that I could survive if I made myself smaller. Swallowed the key to my voice box, all black biographies. End in execution. I decided it was more important to be alive than acknowledged, and then the silence was deadly. And the bullets sang cardinal birds throughout Brooklyn. And then the tears caught up to me. Those tears that did not fall for Trayvon or Troy or Jordan. And then the protests were misnamed for riots. And I didn't feel entitled to my own anger, for it belonged to the same people that owned these black bodies for so many generations, and how it felt like tradition, like a sacrifice to their gods. Like black is a sin. And Michael died for all of our black. And how we rage and do this in remembrance of him. And him. And him. So when the light shuts off and it's my turn to settle down, my main concern, promise that you will sing about me. Promise that you will sing. Thank you.